Hey guys, welcome back to Frenemies. I'm Ian, and we're here for more Supergirl. So last episode we had the Red Daughter episode and Lex, but we went into, well, I guess technically we went to both characters. They were able to sew Lex in basically like the past 4 years somehow. It was well done. It's really showing how psychopathic he is and intelligent, like ridiculously intelligent. And we're able to flesh out the Red Daughter character, which is honestly I thought we were like quite a bit too far into the season to be able to do that effectively. Because I don't know why I didn't think about them doing like a flashback episode, because they did that with Lockwood, which was great. Like I think personally that I can think of, I think the flashback episodes in this season have probably been the best episodes of this entire season. Not like I've loved this season, but I'm just saying like I think the flashback ones have been the best thus far. Yeah, Lena's tied up in her chair, I think, in her office with a letter. I don't know what that's supposed to be about. I don't know why Eve left that. I'm not sure. I don't think it's supposed to be like a suicide letter. Seeing as she's tied up, I don't see how that would work. I think she's tied up to her chair. I don't know, like or at least like oh my god, zip tied. Jesus. They really like using zip ties. The Red Daughter Kara isn't bad. She's been manipulated into thinking what she's doing is right, or what she's fighting for, who she's fighting for is right. The Kazians kind of want to use her as a weapon against America. I think. I don't know if it's specifically I'm not sure if they're specifically aiming here in America, but that's what Lex wants to do. I know for sure. And no, I think that's what their plan is. And Lex is going to use that as a ploy to save America. Like he's gonna, I'm assuming gonna, just try to destroy her, and therefore one, proving he was right about Kryptonians and aliens in general, and yeah, look like the good guy again, which is not good for us. And he gave her a suit, and she's in National City in that suit. So I don't know how. I thought the point of keeping her secret and making her accustomed to their ways and trying to make her almost a replacement for our Kara. But I don't know. Maybe that's still, she's just gonna use that. I don't know. Not entirely sure. But maybe he'd like switch them afterwards. Like he'd put the outfit on the other Kara, and then Red Daughter would wear her costume from then on. Maybe. I don't know. That's a stretch, maybe possibly. Yeah, it's all pretty much everything that happened last episode, I believe, for at least for the gist of it. So we're gonna go ahead and jump into this next one.
I'm gonna cast a psychic net. I might be able to detect them.
Is that Carl Lumley's voice? What's going on?
Now that I have clarity as to who I am not, I no longer have clarity as to who I am.
You think that caused you to lose your powers?
I am a shapeshifter too, Kara. The same thing could happen to me.
There must be something we can do.
No, I actually got a clean bill of health from the docs about an hour ago, so.
Why didn't you
And I
call?
might have
Because
powers.
you wanted to take me home. And the world has turned upside down since I've been here, so I need to get to work. So.
PTSD?
James, are you okay?
Yeah.
Or is it super hearing?
You were shot, and you almost died on the operating table.
What we're doing here, this is the real news. We are making history.
I mean, Lex escaping is kind of huge. Also, he's controlling your life.
I come offering donuts and my help. Lex,
The president has ordered us to redirect manpower to Washington, D.C.
For security, in case of any unrest after the repeal vote.
So who's looking for Lex?
FBI, CIA, U.S. Marshals. I believe
She doesn't look happy
teams
about it.
1 through 6. I can run point on D.C. Cover where necessary. You focus on finding Lex.
Okay.
Don't make me regret this.
Alright, fair enough. But you have donuts, and you took all of them.
Can't you read the sign? On door. It's the sign. son!
Is that his dad?
It says we're closed!
Jean, my son. Let's have a little chat, shall we?
Oh man, I'm gonna cry this episode, I know it.
Weren't you trying to contact me?
Yes, but I thought I might hear a voice or feel a presence. I didn't think you'd actually be here.
I am.
I'm so glad. I'm so glad. I've been so lost. Why did you come?
Because you failed. You were supposed to be the keeper of the sacred symbols. A holy man, a man of peace, but you've said you are not a man of peace, so I've come to take the symbols back.
I've changed my mind. I'm not voting for the repeal.
Oh!
Excuse me, what? Okay. But if you vote no, well, then your bloc is gonna vote no, and that's 8 votes. We'll lose.
If we suddenly strip rights from powerful aliens, how are they going to react?
You're acting out of fear, but maybe, just maybe, you should fear the common man.
Agent Liberty may play to your Steel Town base, but not here. Welcome to Washington.
I'm the last Green Martian. If I lose myself, we not only lose Martian religion, we lose everything. Our entire history. Every memory you ever gave me.
I know what will solve this problem.
Want coffee?
A nice hot cup of coffee.
What?
I'll stay for one.
Bitsy, your hands.
Oh. Ow! Ah! Your hands should be scalded. They're not even red.
You were sick. You were on hospice. Eve cured you with the serum I made for James. She was here.
I want you out of my aunt's house.
I drink a lot of milk.
When you get the signal, go that way exactly 900 meters.
I speak English better than you.
Whatever, it's not a contest. And put this on first.
What?
You really look exactly like her.
You just know? Okay. Please tell me it's on the Supergirl outfit.
That's Harnell.
Yes.
Lena saved Argo with this. She rescued Sam. She cured Bitsy's cancer, and she saved James's life.
You're right.
Excuse me?
You're right.
Excuse me?
You
Everything I did in the name of peace.
You killed him,
He was a killer.
and so are you.
Well, what would you have me do? Sit around and pray all day while the world around me burns like you did on Mars?
At least I didn't run.
If I'm such a failure, why did you trust me with the symbols?
Because you said you could handle it. You insisted.
I shouldn't have! I tried to be you, Father, but I can't! And you should never have asked me. I'm not a man of peace! And if that means I have to give up the symbols and Martian religion has to die, then so be it! At least I will know who I am!
And who are you?
I'm the Martian Manhunter!
Yes. You are.
Lex and Eve were trying to use Cadmus's metallo technology. And look whose name was on the test subject list.
Otis Graves. That must be how they brought him back to life.
Huh.
Well, he wasn't the first one. Looks like there were 5 failed test subjects before him.
What do you think happened to them?
Well, they made him that. Ah. The face. Oh boy.
Frankenberry.
What's left of him? Dang.
I said I wished for you to promote peace, but I never intended for you to become me. I meant only that you should help the world in whatever state is true to you. You were able to keep the symbols alive a little longer. That brought comfort to an old Martian. The important thing is, you know who you are. I'm just an extension of your memory of me. Any answers you found, they came from inside you.
Yeah, I know. But it was still really good to see you.
It was good to see you too, Martian Manhunter.
Oh, come on. No! Oh, crap. No, she's dressed as Supergirl. I was right the first time. God dang it. Oh my God. Come on. No! Okay, I thought she was killing people again. No! God!
My fellow Americans, by now you have surely heard that the heart of our great nation was attacked. They've repaid our hospitality with violence.
Hospitality, you repealed the act.
We are Americans.
Mm-mm. There's no way Supergirl would do something like this.
I know.
I need your help. Think you can stick around?
I'm not going anywhere.
Dang it, no! Forgot he's going. John, you picked the worst time.
Did you call me here to arrest me?
We know you didn't do this.
That you would never do something like this.
We're on your side, Supergirl. We're gonna find out the truth. Together.
Okay, we have a team. Good. Public Enemy #1. That's what we were looking for. Well, I didn't break down like I thought it was, but man, it was emotional. Both the part with James was emotional too, but the one that was like that got me the closest was the part with Jean and his dad. I really miss Carl Lumley. Carl Limley? I was thinking maybe it was something like maybe he was trying to teach him by getting him to admit something on his own. And it was really weird. Like whenever Jean first hugged him, it was like he didn't hug him back. He seemed very stiff. Well, not stiff exactly. He just seemed, I guess, non-responsive. He was trying to be standoffish, I guess. I mean, we know why. I know he was trying to provoke him, to jab at him, get him to release the anger he kept bottling up, kept pushing down. And now he's going to be taking the symbols of their religion back to, I'm thinking, back to where it began? Or is it I didn't quite catch it. I just figured that's where he was taking it back. But he chose, I mean, he doesn't know, but he chose the worst time to freaking leave Earth. Carl really could have used someone like him. His investigative skills. But we have Alex and Lena at least, so that's good. I kind of figured that, I mean, I knew Alex wasn't going to think she did it. I was 50-50 thinking about Haley. Well, I was more 60-40, thinking that Haley would actually side with Kara or Supergirl this time. Because she, whenever Haley found out about the satellite, she was like, I didn't know about it. The president went against protocol. And then this episode, she's also been seeming a lot more tolerable, actually. And then this episode, at the beginning, she was like, she said, "Don't let me regret bringing you on." which may not sound so much like she's siding with us, but at least she's not like, no, we're not working with you. But before that, also, she was like, yeah, well, Lex, our president's having us work everything else. She's not, the FBI is going to be dealing with Lex. She didn't seem happy about that. She did not like that decision. And she's like, no, I'll work with everything else. You go ahead and help Supergirl and all that stuff, track down Lex. Definitely seeing her come on over more to our side. So yeah, whenever the president was making the announcement, and Alex was like, she didn't do this, and Haley goes, I know. I was not as surprised as I could have been. I accepted it. It wasn't like a whoa. It was, I was kind of like, huh, okay. But I wasn't like taken aback. I was like, whoa, she actually sided with this. Yeah, because we did see cracks in her beliefs, I think, or in her stance. So that's good. At least have Haley backing this up too. So we're not like gonna be overwhelmed. I don't know how this is gonna work with the DEO though, because not all of them are gonna be. All their minds were wiped. The ones that knew about Kara. So I don't know how that's gonna go. Like, is the DEO gonna go after Supergirl now? God, that sucks. Kara should have picked up on the way Eve was acting. She's like, oh, you found me. How? Come on, Kara. And then the freaking Lex suit latched onto her to keep her in place. And unfortunately, it was also apparently kryptonite inside it. Well, it does shoot kryptonite beams, so I guess that might make sense. It's more probably the, I don't know if it's fake kryptonite, but kryptonite nonetheless. So weakened her. She couldn't get out of it, which sucks, man. Other people could think that she would have done that, though, but it's hard when you have that evidence. But there are shapeshifters in this. We have aliens that can shapeshift. You could at least keep that into consideration. And we know about the Imager thingy. And also, speaking of the Imager, you trying to tell me people didn't see that flash? That was a lot longer than an instant flicker. It was like flicker a second, a beat or two. Just like, hey, look, it's Eve, Tessmacher. And people are just like, oh, whoop, never mind, she's not there. Just kidding, guys. It was on TV. So if they want, they could have rewound it and just like, hold on, did I see that right? They know about the image inducers. I don't know. I feel like they should have... I'm mad. They were going to do that, but I guess she's going to take out... Later going to take the regular suit. Speaking of which, not the regular suit, but the Red Daughter suit. Speaking of which, though, why was she wearing that out in National City last episode? Like, she was floating up in well, maybe not in view, because she's up in the sky late at night, and those are dark colors. She doesn't wearing the same blue and red as Kara does. So, what has whipped my throat? I don't know why she was doing that. I guess I thought Kara would have at least noticed her. I don't know. I think that was just risky having her float either way, even if it wasn't likely that someone would notice her. But Kara could have noticed her. So I don't know. Right now they have no idea about Red Daughter. So how are they going to show this? Obviously, I guess we're going to have like both of them fight somewhere close to the end, if not at the end, with Red Daughter wearing her suit and then Kara in her suit. Maybe people will piece it together. I don't know. Sometimes they can be stubborn in television shows. They write them off as just not picking up anything and just like not wanting to believe it was just another fake. Well, not a fake, but it was just another version, a different. It wasn't the same Supergirl. It's interesting. Whenever Kara found out about the Coronel and then kind of got in the case of Lena about it, this time Alex had Lena's side, and I want to say, or I'm pretty sure that a big part of that has to do with the fact that she doesn't have the knowledge that Kara's Supergirl anymore, so she's not biased. And I'm not necessarily upset about that part. In this instance, it helped her not knowing, because this way she didn't have the bias to kind of side with Kara and gang up on Lena on the fact that she created Harnell. And I think with Alex kind of telling her, being there and telling her that the good she's done with it, the fact that she saved James with the created Black Kryptonite. I get, well, it's not. I'm assuming it's not exactly Black Kryptonite. It's she's using it though to heal. Yeah, because of that, Kara calmed down and was able to understand this time why Lena did what she did, and the fact that it did help and it did save James. He might have not been alive without it. And we were able to finally just get rid of clean the slate of what happened last season with the with the whole creating kryptonite and having it in the first place, having a secret stash and all that. Not secret stash, but having the formula to create kryptonite. But speaking of which, we also found out that that's how Otis is still alive. They brought him back. I don't know. I guess it's not. They didn't bring Mercy back. Did she die too? I don't remember. I honestly don't even remember Otis dying. I don't remember how that happened. But yeah. So they brought Otis back somehow. So they can do that apparently. And there were 4 or something others. Might have been more, but that were apparently failed. And one of them was Metallo. So was that guy originally dead too? And then it wasn't the same? Is that what the fail is? Is like they were brought back, but not exactly them. It's more just like a vessel, or not a vessel, but like an empty, not a zombie, but they're not there. And then they found out that Eve is the one that actually shot James. So that's Lex finds out that, or Lex, I'm sorry, they told James, and he finds out that James is the one, or Jesus, Lex is the one who was behind him being shot. So it's him again that put him in danger. And I kind of, at first I thought it was PTSD whenever the thing hit the ground, when he had that reaction. But I was also wondering if it was the Harnell, whatever. Maybe he had some kind of heightened hearing, but it is the PTSD thing. He's having, it was a traumatic experience. He was shot and he almost died because of it. Like, he's been tortured by Lex before, but I don't think he'd been so close to death. So and it was just so sudden, so out of the blue, he didn't just even suspect it at all. I guess that, all that kind of adds to it. The last thing he heard was the sound, and then he had the impact. When he was in Washington, and the fake car, or the Red Daughter car, shows up, and then there's gunfire. He's having a major episode, which you see him, like, did you see the amount of trauma he's dealing with? And it doesn't help that there's so much gunfire. It's not just like the one person shooting a lot. There's a bunch of people shooting at Kara, or the Red Daughter. I don't know why they would be, considering they know she's Kryptonian. It's not it's not our Supergirl, but she's still Kryptonian. Either way, they know this is a Kryptonian, and they're shooting her with regular bullets. I don't know why they think that's going to work. I guess give them props that they didn't run. So, they did what they could. But then she killed them all. Good Lord. That really is not looking good for Kara. But yeah, sorry, James. And then he came to grips with the fact that, yeah, okay, I need help. So he went to his sister, and, he broke down. Well, he didn't really break down, but he was, tears are coming down his face, and, asked his sister if she could stay in town so that she could help him out, because, yeah, he's going to need help. I really feel bad that James is going through this. He has to have some kind of powers, though, right? Or was it not like a for sure thing? Like, is it guaranteed they would get powers? Or I know she was, well, they were working to take away the power thing, I think. 'Cause I think that was too much for I don't know, because Lena's also working to basically make the soldiers like a super soldier, essentially. So, I don't know. Isn't James supposed to have powers, or is it like a possibility thing? I'm not entirely sure what's going on with that. Was she working to like separate the cure from the superpowers, so that they're not getting superpowers? Did she not, she was trying not to give James superpowers, so she just took that away from him? I don't know. I have no idea. We haven't seen any instance where he needs to use them, so we're not sure right now. Does Lex still have his powers though? So I don't know if transferring it would take the powers away from him. Like he did the blood transfusion, but did it take it all out of his system? Can they do that? I mean, it's working through his blood. I don't know if that's gonna exactly. I don't know. I'm not entirely sure. Kind of hope they do. That would make it more challenging if he kept his powers though. So I'm glad Brainy got his ring back though. He did seem really happy that he had it back. They didn't exactly tell him how, but he didn't ask either. So I wonder if that's gonna become. That's gonna come. I mean, John's come to grips, I believe now. He's come to terms, not grips. He's come to terms with everything, and he's realized who he is. Oh, and it was kind of cool that his dad was saying that I wasn't meaning for you to become me. I wanted you to help the world reach the point of peace. You know, the way that you can. You know, and you're being the best you, essentially. Yeah, I'm really cool that he kind of took sort of the weight of the uncertainty off his shoulders. Well, he more so pushed him himself to realize that himself, but then he kind of explained the whole thing like it was kind of a sort of misunderstanding. I don't know if that's how they wrote it originally, but I think that's kind of how they wanted to do it now. Like they decided to change things. They wanted to have him become more Martian Manhunter, so they rewrote it, or they added to kind of more so change what he was saying, like he wasn't being literal, which I'm fine with. I mean, as long as it's done well, then it doesn't really bother me. I hated seeing Jean like that though. Like he just before he figured things out, before he finally blew up and saying he was the Martian Manhunter, seeing him so like just lost and frazzled and he was just hysterical. It was terrible. Okay, I hate seeing John like break down, but this was just so much different. Like it was almost worse. You I don't know. He was just so lost and just desperate, and that alone almost made me tear up. It was just so bad. I hate it. And he was, dude. David Harwood is a freaking great actor. Like that was just he did so good with that, but it's just breaking my heart. Two crappy things came out of the whole thing, you know, with with Eve disguising herself, and also I guess Kara with Eve probably threatening. I forgot who the lady was. I'm sorry, but basically getting it to where the Alien Amnesty Act was repealed, and the thing framing Supergirl for having such a negative opinion of that. Not only are we having everybody seeing that it might have been a good idea to repeal the Alien Act, and it was some of the people that were looking at aliens negatively seeing that they might be right, and now they're also going to be after Supergirl and try to take her down. I don't know about arresting her, but I don't know what they can do. But that, and we'll also have the Alien Amnesty Act repealed, and having that affect all the aliens that are on Earth right now that are trying to be peaceful and just want to have a home. I don't know. There's just so much freaking crap going down already. We have, let's see, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Are we going to 22 or are we going to 23? I think we're going to 22 this season. So we have either 5 or 6. I'm going to say we have 5 episodes. 5 episodes left. 5 weeks. Well, guys, that's it for this week's episode of Supergirl. Hope you enjoyed it. If you want to check out the rest of our stuff, go and click the bubble right next to me. And if you want to stick around for next week's episode or the other stuff that we have up, go and click the bell icon, the subscribe button. And if you want to be notified when those go up, go and click the bell icon down below. Or you can just follow us on Twitter. Link for that in the description down below as well. Again, guys, thank you for joining me this week, and I hope to see you next time.